What's up, guys? The red light is on. We're back. Felicia Spencer, Dave Van Auken, phenomenal pick. We missed you last week. At least I did, at least.
And it all went by so fast, but yeah, there was something missing out of my week for sure.
There was. It was a un-UFC weekend. It was weird. Even like Bellator was off, and a couple of the other big, regional UFC Fight Pass ones are off. There was a bare knuckle one last Friday, but nothing much. But this weekend we're packed. A ton of there's Bellator, and there's a really big CFFC, and there's another one. I think there's Titan FC is Friday night here down in South Florida, and of course UFC Vegas 37. And if I could say, right, so I looked at the card. This is a Felicia Spencer card. This is like 3 female fights on it. Dear friend Hannah Goldie's fighting on it that you've trained with before. Savvy, gritty veteran in the main event. Anthony Lionheart Smith, Ryan. It's like I looked at him like this is a Spencer card. This is a Felicia Spencer card. I guess we'll start there and then we'll kind of bounce off of it. Do you know where you're going? You know where you're leaning with your phenomenal pick?
Yeah, once I saw as usual, like just looking at the names, like I'm not sure where the betting odds are, but once I saw the betting odds, I was like, okay, well, this is easy. So, yeah, once again, Hannah is a underdog, so it was super easy for me. Like, I know what I know a little bit of what she's capable of, and I'm really excited to see her really shine on Saturday. So, being an underdog and knowing what she's capable of, like I'm ready to put my money on her.
I couldn't agree with you more. I'm so happy. I don't know if you see, I got the picture in the background of Hannah. It's been weird. I've just been, traveling a little bit more, kind of getting back in the gyms a little bit. And I've been to Fusion probably 3 times over the last month. Her last sparring session, even a training session, she looks phenomenal. Like she's back. Kind of just, taking, getting some stuff from her. I think she feels really comfortable, short notice, not a big fight camp. Not overthinking it, just like going out and just getting 15 minutes of fighting done. Like I think she feels free in a way. Like she's just going to go and do her and be the best Hannah Goldie she can be. Instead of always kind of thinking about what the fighter's going to be and what she's going to pull out. I'm actually very excited. She's a little bit of an underdog. I think plus 110, 120. Yeah, I definitely got.
We kind of talked about that whole idea of short notice fight versus having a long camp and like the pros and cons. And I think you hit it on the head. Like she can just do her thing and not overthink everything, not have like a long stressful camp. And I mean, she's coming off of a camp too. So she's in shape. She just had like a magazine cover that she was in shape for. Like she was in shape, ready to go. So yeah, I mean, going from there, just doing her thing and having fun. Yeah, she'll do great.
100%. You nailed it. She went 15 minutes probably 6 weeks ago. No injuries. She was sore afterwards, but no injuries, no pulled muscles. She was disappointed in her, her first 2 rounds, her first 10 minutes. And now she feels free. She kind of told me a couple things she's going to change up and do. She thinks she really does believe she's going to start faster. She definitely wants to push the envelope. She wants to be the aggressor. I think she's, I don't want to give too much away, but I think she's over the UFC and the lights and, there's a good fighter across me. Forget all that. Like Hannah is going to be Hannah Goldie on Saturday. I'm all in. I got the electric bill on it. I got the water bill on it. I got my YouTube TV bill on it. I got a ton of a stock into Hannah Goldie. I'm so excited. I'm pumped.
Yeah. Well, I'm confident we'll still be talking. You'll be keeping your internet and your power next week.
Next week it's gonna be a dark screen. It's just I love it. I love this standing desk. I could just move. I just want to box. I don't even want to communicate. I don't even want to podcast anymore. I just want to box. I'm going back to the jungle soon. I'm gonna be moving.
So freeing. I want to stand up and run around in my backyard.
Oh my goodness. A lot of great picks. I love Hannah Goldie on that one. I also like Impa Kasanganay on the prelims. I like even Raquel Pennington coming back. I like her. But then real quick, if we can hit on the main event. So Anthony Lionheart Smith is the favorite. Not a big favorite, is the favorite. And I was leaning towards him all week. And the last kind of 2-3 days, I've been reading stuff and hearing stuff about how Ryan Spawn, 9 out of 9 and 1 in his last 10. He's uber athletic and uber, just heavy power. And it's a weird way. I'm like, dude, this might be a bad matchup for Smith. I think Smith kind of starts slower. And I think Spawn might be able to sneak out a first-round TKO. So I'm kind of watching out for that. I don't feel great about it. I'm not going to put any shekels on it. But if I had to lean one way, I do like Spawn early in the fight, first 2 minutes of the fight, getting a TKO.
I can definitely see that. Yeah, I like your assessment of it too. Like, we haven't really seen like the best of Anthony lately. Not that he's not capable of bringing it back. But sometimes I'm kind of feeling like it might almost be like a Tyron situation where he kind of like he was amazing and he still is, but his performances maybe aren't all lining up the same way.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I would, if I had to put money, I would probably lean towards Spawn, but yeah, I would avoid cash on this one for sure. But it's still an interesting fight. Like, as much as, it sounds like I was just talking bad about Smith, like he's like a crowd favorite. Everyone wants to see him successful. Everyone's hoping for like his success. And so, and everyone knows he's got heart, it's his nickname, like Lionheart. So it makes for an interesting matchup for sure.
It does. If it goes into that second, third round, I'm leaning towards Anthony Lionheart Smith immensely. I just think Spawn catches him early. I just think he's, like I said, athletic, stronger, knockout. I can see something. And also, like, as just a person, like he's fought John Jones in a huge main event, and he's fought in big main events, and he just fought in Jacksonville, a big card. This is more of a quieter card. I love the card. It's like I said, it's a really gritty, really good, long, deep card. And there's something, it's not as big as his last fight. So maybe he's a little lackluster. I don't know, something about it. But enough with that. Felicia Spencer goes with Hannah Goldie. Cannot wait to talk to you next week. A ton of action. A lot of South Florida and Central Florida fighters are fighting. I cannot wait to talk back to you. And I think next week we're going to do it. I'm driving to Orlando. All right. So I got my I got my ID, my license ready. We're going to the jungle. Next one, we're going to do live the big pay-per-view, UFC 266 next weekend.
Yeah, I might have a surprise item to lend your studio when I see you next. So my manager told me to make sure that it's on loaner.
Forget this sponsorship of Bumpbox Orlando. We got something new coming up there. Screw it. We don't need the money. We're not selling out. Oh gosh, Felicia, we appreciate you immensely. We'll talk to you next week. Yeah, we'll be in the jungle. We'll link up beginning of the week. Big pay-per-view. I cannot wait. A lot of big fights on it. A lot of huge names. Valentina Shevchenko, Nick Diaz, Ortega fighting for the title. Big stuff next weekend.
That'll be a stressful one to pick. I'm not looking forward to it.
There you go.
I'm just kidding. I'm looking forward to it.
UFC fighting in a couple weeks. November. So we got a little bit of time. We got a little bit more time. November fight camp. Can't wait to talk to you. We'll see you next week.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah. 8 weeks. 8 weeks on Saturday.
8 weeks on Saturday. The countdown begins.